What's the deal, man? RJ Lamont in the building, and shout out to the motherfucking streets.
It's love, Joe. Shout out to the streets, man. We putting on for the whole meeting. Real shit.
Oh yeah, we already know that's for the streets, man. That's number one though for the streets. Real for the streets. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we in the streets. It came from the streets.
Shit, shout out for the streets. I appreciate you coming and fuck with your baby.
You already know how that shit go.
Wow, shout out to the streets for bad love, man. Appreciate you.
Go follow this nigga too, man. I gotta go follow the game. Yeah, big shout out to the motherfucker for the streets, nigga. That's all we doing it for. We only do it for the street.
Shout out for the streets, man. Tap in.
Check out my new little homie for the streets,
Man.
aka Ty. Y'all go check him out. Go check him out on his YouTube. Go check him out on his Instagram.
For the streets at y'all with a special guest, you feel me? Straight from the east side of Detroit. Let these folks know who we got on for the streets today.
Hey yo, it's your boy OG Low Nitty, aka YoungEl. It's Lime, how y'all be?
Real talk, real talk. And that growing up on that east side of the D, what's the wildest thing you can remember seeing when you was a child?
The wildest thing I can see coming up as a child, when I used to be on my grandmother's porch and I would watch, you know, these guys, rivals. It was literally like this guy who named Andre. He had this little like Blazer truck, but the guys he was chasing, they was in the Mazda XR4 Ti, little sky blue, and his name was Mo. And Drake was chasing him through the alleys and stuff. And Lucky Head came behind in the all yellow Vet. So that was kind of like as a kid on the porch. That was kind of like a wild thing. That kind of like, wow, that was exciting.
Real talk.
Car chase, like a real car chase right here.
Right in your face.
I'm on the porch by myself. I remember that.
And that come.
Wow. Till to this day they see it, because as I grew up and got older and older, I understood what that was about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I understood,
real
like, wow. They was chasing their ops, way back then.
Man, what year would you say that was?
That was like 1980, 81, 82.
So it been going down in the deep for a long ass time.
Yeah, because it's a generation of guys that had the neighborhood going way before we even come through. Our generation,
Real shit.
That's gonna come out of my documentary too. So they was kind of the guys that we grew up as youngest watching. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys like who was Tommy Hearns, Bodyguard, Arthur Bam Bam Lawhorn. Shouts out to Bam. He taught us how to be good with our hands and stuff like that. My Uncle Freddie, he used to take his uncle's son. Shouts out to Uncle Son. He's the only uncle I got left.
Real talk, shout him out.
Cincinnati, yeah. Shouts out to Uncle Son. How you be a lot of guys in our neighborhood, man, like my cousin Shane. He used to go to street service. And a lot of people don't know it was a boxing company way before Crump called Street Service.
It's crazy.
Ask any OG of the East Side about the boxing team that was called Street Service. My cousin Shane used to box for Street Service. He just teaches too how to box, how to throw uppercuts, you know what I'm saying, how to slip, all that. We learned all that stuff at a very young age. When we come up, it really wasn't about the gunplay. But before coming out the porch, the wildest thing I saw was them guys doing their thing, man. That was exciting to me.
Did that kind of mold how you know what I'm saying, how you was coming up in your years, seeing that type of shit go down in your environment?
No, because it just was something that as a child I saw that I deemed exciting, and I believe my grandma. Oh, but boy, come on up in here, snatch me off the porch. Because you hear cars flowing down the street, skirt, it flying through the ass. She, boy, come on up in here. My grandma was
gotta get the kids.
My grandma was overprotective of me. She had that kind of prestigious porch with the two big old white flower vases, beds out on each, you know what I'm saying, looked like two statues, and had that green velvet stuff on her porch.
That old school.
Yeah, my grandma was particular. So, when she seen all that stuff and I saw it and stood, she, come on in here, boy. But that was exciting to me.
Real talk.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Now, how old was you the first time you went to prison then? Was you scared on your trip there?
No, my first time. Well, I done been to boys' homes, bro.
Oh man.
I got
Started as a young.
Yeah, I've been to the youth home, the 4N nut house, 4C crack house. I done been on 6N, on the murder rock. Let me see.
God damn.
I done been to Star Commonwealth School for boys. At Albion, Michigan, 14 months there, counting the comas. In Prudentville, Michigan, for a drug case as a juvenile. Yeah, but they had dropped the guns, but sent me to the drug program. Yeah, even as a youngin', yeah.
Damn, so you
Yeah,
been
so
in some shit.
in our institution even as a youngin'. And so I did Star Commonwealth, Floyd Star. I did Prudentville, Michigan, counting the comas. I've been in and out of the youth home. And then as an adult, going back and forth, you know what I'm saying, to the jail and getting out, man, just feeling invincible every time I put him in the guy, you know what I'm saying? Hold that, and they call the police and I go to jail and my guys go holler at their guys, man, y'all let that go, man, let the guy up out of there. I go preliminary examination, they don't show, they be talking about some case dismissing, I go back. But I would have a warrant for my arrest out in Monroe, Michigan, who's out there getting it out there. And they had to drive out there and pay $100 for that bond. I'd be right back on the street again. Be through with them guys looking for another set of guys. What y'all on? You see what I'm saying? That was just my mentality, man. And just now how my mentality is now, it's just crazy.
Man, total change.
It's total change.
Real talk.
But back to the question at hand. It's just a matter of you had asked me the question you asked to stay focused. You asked me what the question was. The second question.
The second one was you scared when you went?
No. It's not about being scared. You have fears. See, having scares and fears are different.
Right.
You're walking into the unknown.
Right.
There's a wise saying that people fear what they don't understand and hate what they can't conquer.
Facts.
It wasn't that I was scared. I had fears like, man, I don't know, there's going to be guys bigger than me, guys that fight better than me.
Right.
And at the end of the day, whoever can fight good, they're going to say, I can fight good, we're going to link up. I'm a power broker too. Right. So it's never about being scared. It's about just linking up with the right people. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it was all about. Yeah, that's
real.
Yeah.
Now you got a kind of vicious name in the MDOC, you know what I'm saying? You got some heavy hands on you.
That name YoungEl.
Yeah, but like you was just telling me, what was it that you seen? You know what I'm saying? When it was a younger guy that might have been able to took advantage of. What was it that you seen in a couple guys that you was like, I'm gonna put him under my wing. I ain't gonna let that shit go down on me on my watch.
Just a couple guys I don't like no way. You know when you become the devil, you like the advocate of preserving life, of preserving human life. No matter if you're white, black, Chinese, Mexican, it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? And you about the right thing. I'm not finna let no guys, man, take advantage of a guy who just come through here, man. How long you got left, bro? I'm just come through here, man, for 12 months. They say in 60 days I can go to boot camp and have this whole thing done. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and guys who doing 20, 30, 40 years natural life will be trying to move on this guy. And do him bad before he go to boot camp.
Right.
Gonna ruin his whole life. I'll be the type of guy, man, I can see certain things like, no, man, that guy, man, really don't deserve to be in here. You know what I'm saying? You can just see it in guys, man.
Yeah, that's real.
You know, and you know, but how I did it was I just went to them guys and told them guys, man, with him with me. My man off limits, I got to find somebody to go deal with.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? And I help the guy fill out a preference form. We go to the case manager, get a preference form. He put his name down. What's your religion? Christianity. What you want to go see about? Islamism, meaning the practice of peace. That's what the Israel had the suffix on it.
Straight
Islam
like
simply
that.
means peace. ISM means the practice of peace. He put it down. I want to go see what it's about. On the Prophet Noble Draw League, MSTOA Incorporated. He signed his name. She signed her name. Put it to the chaplain's office. This thing on the brother on the, he on the court log. And he hang in there, man, for 60 days until it's time to go to boot camp.
Can you explain what a call out is real quick?
A call out is a mandatory call out where they be going to the law library, a religious call out, an administrative call out to go to a barbershop, school, mandatory call out, meaning that if you don't go, they will write you a misconduct, and it will result in 3 days top lock. If you don't take that plea, and you go to court, get found guilty, it's going to be 7 days top lock.
They playing the crazy.
What? Smashing straight.
Man, straight like that.
Smashing straight. Smashing straight. That's how they playing. You still run your mouth. They like this. Let me get that. Go to your room. You understand what I'm saying?
Straight like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dirty game for
Yes, it
sure.
is.
Now, you know, what we just spoke on, that's kind of considered a no-no in prisons around the, you know what I'm saying, the whole United States. Like, you really not supposed to get into nobody's business. But like I say, that's why I said you vicious in the MDLC, because it's not a lot of guys that could pull that off, you feel me?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of stories. It's a guy right now, if you watch his name, he off Linwood. They called him Linwood. He's a GD. He was beefing with the nation, come out the hole. They finna move on him. Who stopped it? I did.
YoungEl, real talk.
You understand what I'm saying? That's how that St. Louis. That's how that St. Louis war broke out. You understand what I'm saying? They trying to call dog up, but he shoot for me. Stop. You understand what I'm saying? Not out here on the job while you with me.
Real talk.
You know, they was playing real crazy, man. Having the police running with them, doing all type of nonsense. But I kept it G. I kept it G.
Real talk. Now I got family ties with the Black P Stones, you feel me? And we call them Moes. So let the people know, like, how y'all be getting the people mix y'all up? The people mix y'all up in the prison system when they be like, Mo.
No,
like
people try their best to keep the Moorish American doctrine that the Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought, the heritage, the alliance, the unity. They try to keep it dissected and divided. You know, they good at putting titles on stuff. Well, these type of Moors, they get money and roll fast cars. These kind of Moors, they rule old school Moors, old school cars. They don't wear jewelry. These Moors, they wear dashikis and things in their nose and stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They always try to make it different. There is no difference.
facts.
When you come to the doctrine of the moral science temple of America, you learn that we are all children of Allah. Chapter 25, the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation. Ye are the children of one father, provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother has given ye suck. So why do guys and people keep trying to stop? You don't see the Europeans doing. Do you see them on TV talking about no? Ain't nobody doing that but us, man.
Real talk.
Facts. Ain't nobody doing that but us. And if we stop that, once we stop that, the whole world gonna shift. And them Europeans gonna get in line, man. But along we pointing the finger at each other, you got on red, you got on blue, or you got on green, you got on brown. Well, you a light skinned guy, well, you a brown skinned guy, well, you fat like YoungEl, well, you skinny like the other guy. That Jim Crowism.
Real talk.
You understand what I'm saying? What they call the other thing? Willie Lynch syndrome. You know, the fat against the light skin, the son against the daddy, the daughter against the mama. It's that syndrome. But even some people got the other syndrome, where they fall in love with their captors. They just want to be subdued and captured. I don't want to. Man, I've seen a couple old school cats in the penitentiary who don't want to go home.
All the way.
No way. Right.
Campbell said, YoungEl, stop acting like you don't know me. He came out there after you got in your stabbing situation and chased off to the
Yeah, let's get it.
Which I don't remember that.
Right.
I remember multiple
Right. And while we film it, I am going to go by law and teachings on this. I ain't finna side talk that, brother. I'm finna go by.
Sure.
It's like right now, it's like we in the joint having a meeting on the backyard. It's how I'm finna discuss that. So like y'all, so you gonna feel the room how I'm finna talk about the, but like Mo, like I'm talking to you, but y'all doing y'all thing. Watch that. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Islam, Campbell. More when that individual made that move upon my life, I did what I had to do, more. And nobody said I was wrong for it. Now, with the comment you making about me, YoungEl, you knew I was there because you brought your butt right down here and sat down at G Unit more. That's what Penny Bay was at. What you don't want to go to? Why would I go and get a soldier when it's a warrior down here? What I'm finna do? You understand what I'm saying, more? So don't be on this platform more. You understand what I'm saying? In a whole different state, saying or trying to make it seem like you was there for me, or you held me down, or I was seeking for help, or whatever you spell, you trying to make more. I don't understand why you doing it. I display a roster. I got plenty of rosters on plenty of institutions. I displayed a roster with that showed to Bird Hill. Bird Hill saw his name on the roster. He saw my name on the roster. Dawes Bay was the greatest at that time. We did not see your name nowhere on the roster more. You said your name was Canneal, we looked for Canneal. We didn't find Canneal. You said your name was Cunningham Mill, we looked for that. Campbell Bay, we looked for that. We saw Cunningham Mill, but you not Dion. That's all I said, Mo.
Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you.
No, Mo, but if you know how I get down, Mo, how you gonna do that? you know what I'm saying? Now, I love all my Moors. I love all my Moors across the world. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're dealing with chapter 25, Mo. We all brothers. We all in this thing together, Mo. And me and the brother been talking. We want to deal with you and see more of you.
Yeah, I am.
Because you might have to get a platform started right there where you at.
I don't really want to do that.
Mo, it's called networking, Mo. It's called Mo. You got a story to tell, Mo. Everybody got a story to tell. It's the new bag alert, Mo.
Hey, look, when he was telling me about he did some bad, I didn't know that happened like that,
Once again, Mo, if you was active, attending your meetings according to Act 697, you would have knew that, Mo. I'm pushing the law, Mo. I'm pushing the law. See more, you had put so much time in, I can tell you was one of them kind of Moors they gave a pass to. Or the Mo put in work years ago, he's straight, he ain't got to come to service. You was one of them Moors.
No, they stopped being on garbage out here, man.
Up there, what Dawes Bay was at?
No, I'm talking about that age.
Oh, okay.
I was rotating when Dawes Bay was up there, though.
Yeah, I always rotate Dawes Bay to GS, but even if it's Grand Sheik in there ain't right, I'm getting him up out of there.
Yeah, clear.
He got to go. I'm a corrupt Grand Sheik's worst nightmare. You coming about that seat, bruh.
That's all I don't understand how Rick would have did that if I'd have been there, man.
I don't speak on it because it's like me even trying to even open that book up with don't learn name. It's like I can't do that. But you know,
Do his face look familiar?
who that?
Can't help it. His face look familiar.
Do his face look familiar? He got the 45-degree mustache on. He got a double Drew Ali on. He got his double Drew Ali on. He's sharp. And he look fit. Yeah, but you know, like I say, I feel we got a Penny Bay. I already be on the phone. Kool-Aid finna call me. Some other guy, money. They still getting that pandemic money on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
5 minutes, so about 4 brothers in promise. We calling you money, YoungEl. So my phone won't be on the chain. But I'm gonna reach out to Penny Bay, man, and
That's knocked out.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, because you know more. It's this thing we standing on, this pyramid, Mo, it's the truth. And you know, I kind of got aggressive and upset with you earlier, Mo, because of what I heard. You understand what I'm saying? About, you know, a lot of questions coming back from viewers. They want to know why you prostrated on me like that.
Man, I didn't say nothing like that.
Well, your interview with the brother, right? Your part one, they say at the end you kind of stirred the pot a little bit, Mo. I'm gonna say that, Mo.
Hey, I ain't starting no problem.
But I know for one thing for sure, if you around Penny Bay, you not a pot stirrer, you a man of peace, and you a man of the prophet. Yeah.
I was saying, tell YoungEl, he know that was me. Out there representing, but soon I'm flying on.
Do you know who Jackson Hill is?
I gotta see his face. I remember the name, I can't remember his face though.
You remember the Fat Mo that was there? Big Fat Mo came out. Okay, you remember who Keezel is? You know who Keezel is?
Who?
Keezel.
Yeah.
What Keezel look like?
He from Flint.
What he look like? Describe him to me.
He look like an old
Describe his teeth to me.
I think dark skin, don't he got like a gold teeth in his mouth?
Okay, alright, you know what you know. Alright. You was on the set, Mo. Mo, we good on that, Mo. You was on the set, Mo. I mean, Mo, we on a location with, how many guys there? Like 17, 1,800 guys there.
Yeah.
So, and it was dark that night.
Yeah.
So, like I say, Mo, it was going down, Mo, because Keezel, he was telling Keezel something when I was walking by, and Keezel would say, there you go right there. There you go right there. But he wanted to do something. He thought Chopper them was going to roll with him. Chopper them number street boys, them boys stepped back. I'm like, what's happening? I said, man, tell dog break my spirit. I said, but you finna die, bitch. And then, by that time, he had went to the unit, and I went down there to B unit where Dolph Baden was at and other Moors was at. And that's by that time the brother brought my spirit back to me, and that he went to the unit. When he came out, he was handcuffed and doubled over. I gave the thing back to the brother. And that's when Rock and Reds came out like, what's up, homie? I'm like, everything straight down here, big homie. It was him and little Low Jules. Now you was there, was Rock and Reds there with us?
Yeah, Rock and Reds. Because everybody rock with me and Best Bay the one that really.
George, you know who George? Yeah, George. They made George the first, and that's what made Rose Manille mad. And he laid that plate out on the alphabet boy with that number, and he didn't get that first spot. That's what made him mad, and he started going crazy.
But when we went to go holler at me and Penny Bay, he pulled his knife out. Penny Bay's like, you pulling a knife out on me, Wilbur? I was like, what's up, Penny Bay?
It was on the floor.
I'm gonna get him. I was like, I asked Penny Bay, I was like, Penny Bay, what's up? I'm gonna run up on him and get this knife. What's up, man?
Oh yeah.
He's like, hold up, Mo. I was like,
how was he looking? How was he looking at y'all when y'all walked up on him? Did he have his face mask on, or was he exposed?
He was bloody.
He was bloody, Mo.
Yeah, so I'm telling you,
Alright, so we just seen the, the great back and forth debate with you and your brother, clearing shit up the right type of way, like
right.
Men, you feel me? Now, doing the 27 years in the pen, what's the biggest life lesson you learned in that motherfucker, like that you carried to the streets with you?
Don't be concerned with impressing guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I made my name.
Mm-hmm.
If you was the number one, I'm trying to be your number two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like my life has like basically been that everywhere where I went. There was 7 times on the Grand Chiefs I've been acting first lieutenant, and that's a lot of authority. That comes with responsibility because how you carry yourself, how you deal with people, your ability to solve problems, and and chaos and keep things peaceful.
Real talk.
You understand what I'm saying? So with that comes prestigious honor, and that's what I've learned through growing up and being more wise and being more mature in life. It's not always about violence. It's not always the result. Violence comes when a person has the inability to express themselves.
Right.
Like if you do something, all I gotta do is say, "Brave brother, I don't like that." But if I don't know how to express myself, you do something I don't like, I put my gun out, bang! You stepped on my shoe, bang! You understand what I'm saying? So,
definitely.
I just think it comes with treating people how you want to be treated, and drawing boundaries around yourself and letting people
Baby,
know.
are you alright?
Yes, and letting people how you are. You know, let people know how you are, and just keeping your boundaries straight.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So in prison, it's always a tough fight because you're gonna bump your head a lot. But to the youngins out there, to all the youngins that's watching, I say this: stay in school.
Facts.